Hello, everyone. Greetings to you. It is nice to be here again. As I have promised, I have now come back with the first episode of our series that are going to be looking at the concept of relationships, choices. And the first series that we are going to be talking about today will be addressing 4 points. It's actually going to look at where do I start before I commit to somebody or to settle down with someone who will be my spouse for life. So that is our first series. So like I said in the past time, I said that there are 2 very key choices in life that one can make. One is a choice of a relationship with God, our creator, our maker, the author of our life, the one in whom we find our being through Jesus Christ. And the second choice is a choice of a person whom you will call your husband or you will call your wife, the spouse, somebody whom you will live with for as long as you would lead your life by the grace of God. So today, in our first series, I will address 4 points, four points, and these 4 points we will have to continue with more points in the second episode. So before I just go further, let me ask you to like, to share, and to subscribe. So let's get started. Where do we start? Number one, you first have to ask yourself, are you ready to settle? Are you ready to commit your life to a lifelong relationship or union? The Bible gives us good advice, or the Bible gives us counsel. In the book of Luke chapter 4 verse 28, the Bible speaks about if a man wants to build a tower, he must first sit down and plan. Try to see if he has got enough building material, enough money, is he able to afford the contract and things like that. The same thing before you commit to a relationship that leads to marriage. Are you ready to settle down? Have you run around enough? Have you really decided to say, I am going to commit to one and only one person in my life? Have you cut all, or are you ready to forsake all others before you settle down with this one? So the first point, the starting point, is to ask yourself a question: are you ready? Take a moment to consider. Are you ready? Number 2, have you consulted God in this choice, or is this just maybe something that you are engaging into out of pressure or just out of your own desires? So we need to consult God. Another counsel that we get from the Bible is from the book of Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6, that says, do not lean on your own understanding. Do not lean on your own understanding, but commit all your ways, all your plans, all your desires to God. Because God is the one who has the master plan of your life. He has already worked your life out. A good builder is a builder who builds in consultation with the master plan, the plan of the building. But God in this case, in Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, it is I who know the plan. Not only that he knows the plan, I have the plan. He has both the plan. He both have the plan and know the plan. In other words, he will be the one to interpret the plan for you. He will be the one to say, okay, now you need this amount of bricks, this amounts of brick forces, this amount of bags of cement. So consult God so that he will give you a clear conscience or on your decision making, that God will lead you to the very person that he meant for your life, because he knows your best match. He knows the person who is suitable for you. He made a suitable helper for you, and that suitable helper is somewhere for God to direct you to that very person, that who he has capacitated with all the traits and qualities and values that will make you complete. Have you consulted God, or did somebody lead you into making that choice? Or did somebody persuade you to pursue that person? Or did somebody pursue you or pressurized you to accept or to give in to the proposal of that guy whom you really are not sure if this is God's choice for you? The third thing is self-awareness. Try to understand yourself. Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Understand yourself so that you are able to get the person who will be a suitable complement for you. Your spouse should be your complementer, a complementary of your life. And you will not be able to know what should be complemented when you do not know what is at hand. Try to have self-awareness. Take self-awareness exercises to understand yourself better. In some episodes to come, we're gonna go through these things to say, how do I take a self-awareness exercise? Yeah, before I move to the last one for this episode, let me remind you to like, to subscribe, and to share. The fourth thing then is, have you done a compatibility assessment? You must assess whether you are compatible with the person that you are eyeing. The Bible gives us counsel in the book of Prophet Amos chapter 3, the verse 3. And it says, can two people walk together? It says, unless they agree. In other words, unless they have something in common, unless they are compatible in a way. Assess your vision, your life vision compatibility. Assess your spirituality compatibility. Assess your social life or sociology compatibility. Are you compatible in any manner with the person you eye to be your husband or to be your wife? Or as you are now, perhaps you are already married. Are you compatible? Or is there a lot of continuous friction between the two of you because they are, different life versions, maybe forms of spiritualities are always in conflict with each other and things like that. We're going to take a session on how to deal with that. If we have already committed and to the level of getting married and we are now already a spouse or a couple, how do we remedy our situation? Because I will not advise you to divorce, because God hates divorce. And to the glory of God and to the honoring of your vow, you don't really need to divorce. If you have made what you may think is a mistake, God in his goodness will be able to equip you with his grace to remedy and put right what you may consider a mistake now. So for now, this is our first episode. More is to come in the next episode. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe, and to comment. I will really appreciate your comment because through them I will also be enriched. If you have something to share as well in the comment box, share your experiences and your expertise. It will be really helpful. God bless you. Until next time. Bye.